Oh, snap. And there we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm going to turn my volume down just a little bit. There we go. I don't know. We're here to play Thunder Rift. Dan's back, which is fantastic. Last week when I told you he had died, that was in fact a lie. Oh, Melissa, thanks for that sub.
Maybe.
We don't know yet. You could just be... There's still that one holler session where you were doing real good. You still might be that robot. We don't know yet.
Not going to rule it out.
That is the reason why we went physical dice. Just saying now. Something was up.
It's all your fault, Dan. Anyway, we're going to play some Thunder Rift. We're back at it. You all killed the giant shark gator opus last week. You made a couple friends in the process. A goblin by the name of something. I think at the time I was just calling him the shit goblin.
I think it was Glenn.
Glenn. Oh, it was Glenn the booty hole goblin. That's it. That's what his name.
And his wife. Don't forget his wife.
Goblin name.
Okay. And Glenn's wife, giant polyp. I don't remember her name.
Polly.
Her name was Polly.
Yes.
Polly the polyp.
Polly the polyp.
Mm-hmm.
She had a little face
Delightful
drawn
woman.
on her. Yeah.
We had her for dinner.
Yeah.
We had her over for dinner.
I got you, but that could come off wrong. Polly, you sure got a lot of teeth in you. Oh no, that's a tumor. Sorry. So yeah, rescued them too. So now Glenn and Polly live with you all as groundskeepers and housekeepers. So it's exciting. We're gonna do a very tiny time jump, not a big time jump, as you've all been kind of settling into town. You've got your house that's been, getting built back up. And you've kind of, you mentioned that you were interested in trying to track down some leads on what the yam is going on. Let's do some intros and then we'll play a game. So Jeff, who are you playing?
I am Bullreg, son of Bullreg. I am an orc, very large one, capable of various things in... that's not his voice. Saxons and dance. There we go. I got it. That's Saxons and dance. I am Bullreg, son of Bullreg, and I am an orc. I was once a blacksmith, but I am no longer, though I carry my weapon with me. And I forgot to mention last week that in honor of our dear departed friend, BM2, I have his mechanical fist on my weapon as well. So he was with us when we defeated that large, cowardly sharktopus who would not treat with me. I tried to convince it. Go find a different place, but it would not listen. So we went inside of it, and we killed it from the inside out.
Let's see. We'll go around the long way to give Dan more time to level up his character, because that's slacker. That's probably me. I forgot to tell Dan to level up.
Details. Fortunately, I don't think it's too complicated to get to level 3. I think you just get one thing.
Yeah. So Jeremy, who are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Luith. I'm a very tired old elf. I'm only 20 years from retirement. These guys, they make me drink shit water, chunky milk. I had to climb through a beast's butthole. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Day off. Yeah. John.
Yeah. I'm John. I'm playing Brawl Stonescale, who is a drac or a dragon person from far off lands who came here via Yam, and he is utterly bemused and baffled by everything that's just going on around him, and he's just here for the ride.
Bert.
Hi, I'm playing Bohai, devoted of the one. I am currently sans flesh. I died in my corporeal form, releasing my inner skeleton. Still devoted to the one, just I weigh a lot less now.
Dan.
Playing Bart, who does whatever Bart do.
Master tactician.
Master tactician, conqueror of none.
Fair enough.
So far.
Yeah. So yeah, a week or two has passed. You're all settling in. Wedding plans are kind of starting to come together for Polly and Glenn. Just real quick, is there anything anyone's doing to help prepare for the upcoming wedding?
I assume I'm attempting to coordinate plans as a tactician should.
There you go. Yeah.
Tactical wedding planner?
Tactical wedding planner. Yeah.
That's glorious. Wonderful. But as you're all admiring Bart in his tactical wedding planning, moving the sitting cards across the table on who's sitting where, sadly, there's only a few people from Polly's side of the family that can make it. But that's fine, because Glenn, the booty hole goblin, has plenty of people who can fill in those seats.
Is it the little crab people?
Yeah, it's some of the little crab people, mainly the one that Bullrig.
My friends?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
We had a discussion after I punched him in the face and smashed his friends, and he ate his friends, as one does.
Mm-hmm.
As I expect all of you to do when I invariably pass. You have my permission to eat me, which is fine.
I'll
As
make
long
a note
as
of
you
that.
shit me out together, communally, as
Yeah,
it's done.
sure.
Tradition.
Okay,
Tradition.
that is.
I'll offer
that is
The
my-
the
mourning
way.
period, when a loved one dies, is roughly 24 to 48 hours, depending upon how long your bowel movements take.
Some people might have to hold it.
Yes, this is true.
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you never die.
Thank you, Late. That is very kind. I will do the same for you.
Okay.
And Bohai will offer his services as a holy man.
Yeah.
It can be non-denominational. If you're not followers of the one, I can make you followers of the one, or I can just do something very simple.
So Glenn isn't too keen on converting, but Polly the Polyp, being a being, being made of pure flesh, the one who are those who actually truly worship flesh. She's kind of interested, so she'd take you up on that.
Oh, we'll work out the details then.
Yeah. But Glenn does have some family traveling in, so you're getting things ready in advance, but you still got like a month before the actual ceremony will roll around, which is probably for the best. Because one morning, one of the goblin scouts that you paid to go try and gather information comes back with some very strange news on yam activity, yamtivity, if you will. That...
I will not.
Okay, that's fair. To the east of Klein, in the Farlass Hills, something strange. They found something strange growing there. What does that look for?
You mean west?
Yes. The opposite left in the cardinal directions. Or the,
In
the
the Thunder
actual
Rift?
left.
East
I
is
thought that
west,
was-
north is south, cats and dogs living together.
I thought that was Dennis. So.
Oh, yeah, no. So, yeah, west. A very strange metal structure jutting out of the ground that is completely and entirely covered with yam vines. They'd been through there a month or two ago and it wasn't there before. But on their latest, pass through of the area, kind of doing some scouting work. It's very odd, very strange looking. It's metal, very dark, covered in filth, with just all of these vines just sprouting all over it. But no actual like yam movement that they saw. What do you want to do?
It could be a rather complicated outhouse.
Is it possible
be.
that do yams defecate? This is an interesting question.
I mean, really, there's only one way to know for sure. We have to
I
go there.
agree. We should go there and kill them. Yes?
Yeah, maybe if there's something there we can talk to, find something out. Maybe.
Goblin scouts, come here.
Yes, sir.
You will lead us to this place. Let us go. Come.
Right away, sir. And because that's the voice he's using. He's ready to set off right away. No need to rest. I'm good to go.
Are you sure you are you and not a yam in disguise?
I don't think I'm a yam. How could I don't know how to test. I mean, I heard your question about the yam's poo or not. And I've been living off trail rations, so I'm not going a lot, but I went this morning. Kind of dehydrated. It was a little bit of a fight.
That is a shame.
I mean,
That is a shame. That is a bad omen, unfortunately. It means you will die soon.
Oh no. I was just going to drink some water.
That is a possibility as well. Yes. It's either one or the other.
Well, let me go fill my canteen and then.
No, we do not have time. Come, come.
I don't think yams bleed, do they? Or do they just bleed orange?
Yes.
More
That's
like
a good question.
Like an ooze, like the vines ooze.
All right. Hold out your finger.
Stab him in the throat.
Nope. I'm just gonna.
That is where the blood will come out quickly.
I'm gonna just take my short sword and just give him a little nick across the finger.
It's just red blood just trickling down his finger.
All right, you're all
I don't
good.
know what kind of blood yams have, though. Does anybody know?
I feel
we
like we
fought
should have
yams.
an
We've killed a
airborne
lot of them,
pathogen
yeah.
now. Sounds familiar, Jeff.
What's
the
that?
mysteries of the yams are completely unknown. They're able to obscure our minds and our eyes, so we don't see truly what the yams are.
Perhaps this has all been a dream, and we do not, in fact, know one another. We are back in the pods.
That could be.
It's a terrifying thought.
Maybe if everyone already is in the pods.
No, this is too miserable to be a dream.
I mean, I could pinch y'all if you want to. I mean, like, that's how they can say you tell if you're dreaming.
No, please don't pinch me.
Yeah, we have friends for
Thank
that.
you, Goblin Scout. Please, pinch me, and I will hold out my arm.
He gives you a little pinch with his non-cut fingers. A little hurt to it, yeah.
I feel it. Okay, I am not asleep in the pods. I cannot say the same for the rest of you. I find it suspicious, Louis, that you would not let our new goblin friend pinch you. What are you trying to hide?
I think he's
Ow.
just not
How
a fan of.
convenient that you do it yourself.
My mom
Wait,
used to call it
wait.
biting with fingers.
I remember reading a text somewhere where you can feel pain in a dream, but you can't read in a dream. Scribble something on a note. Read this, Luath.
Ulrich can't read anything.
I am Sofa King. Oh, you.
10-15. What?
I can't read anyway either, so I mean,
Yeah.
Can't.
no, that we've got terrible public schools here.
We should really get money and put it into the infrastructure.
Likely
That's a
it is
good
probably because there is a whole portion of your community that has been running public schools into the ground, so then they can later make the argument that public schools are ineffective and therefore privatize for their own profit.
Sounds complicated, but menacing.
It does.
So you're saying we need to go and murder the private schools?
These are probably the people who were calling Bart fart. Yes,
I was in
Almost
that
certainly
crowd.
so.
Yeah, it was some of them. Okay, yeah. So you all set off. It's uneventful journey. It does take, you're going to be looking at a couple weeks worth of travel. Not a big deal. It'd be easier if you had a wheelbarrow, but those don't exist in the Thunder Rift anymore.
How could that be possible?
Because the gods willed it.
The technology has been lost to time.
Interesting.
You do find one, it's a magic item.
It's like the equivalent of like a
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding. Thank you. Yeah.
It's a sentient
Part of
wheelbarrow.
wheeling. Yeah. You know, the thing's uneventful. Travel, sleep, travel. And it's as you're getting closer, Raimundo, your goblin guide, it's like, yeah, it's just, a few more miles and then it should be there. Hopefully it's still there. I mean, it looked like it had been there for a little while, but. And as you're all kind of looking in the direction that he's pointing, you can see that there's 5 people kind of walking all towards you.
When you say people,
I said people.
Do you mean people?
I mean, if someone wants to give
like
me...
humans?
Yeah, I'd like to look more closely at that.
That would be a perception test. We'll go with... check my cheat sheet to remind myself on the values. We'll go 11 for the difficulty. Anyway, the recording's back going now too. Okay, let's keep going.
All right.
You see,
Let's act like nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Everything's great.
I spilled ink on the map I was making. That's what happened.
That makes sense.
I took cartography, so.
Nice.
Yeah, intelligence tests for those who are like curious about what's approaching you.
Oh, intelligence.
Oh, intelligence.
Perception.
Intelligence.
I'm sorry, I said perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean, it could be 2 different things. What do you see versus what do you know?
Yeah.
Bullrig.
Sure.
I will hold the bullrig. We'll do in a moment. I'll wait to see what happens. It's a very interesting roll.
Okay, so I guess I did have you all roll a bunch of perception. Let's see.
Yep.
Brawl did okay. No, Brawl, you did bad.
No, I did bad.
Bohai, Luaith, Bart. We'll go off those perception tests. So this will be okay. Let's see. Bart is Dan.
I am.
And Luaith.
Dan, I am.
And Bert. And Jeff did not roll on
I did not do perception. I am waiting. I have a plan.
As you look, you can see there's something very not right with these people who are coming towards you. Those who can make it out clearly, why don't you explain what you see?
These 5 people are not right. I don't know. What do we see?
I thought I showed you. Did it not come through?
No. I mean, I'm glad to just make something up.
Let's try this again.
It is strange. It is 5 individuals carrying treasure. Oh, goodness. What the
Oh,
hell?
my God.
No.
Wow.
So would you
They
please explain that?
Oh,
They are
man.
of the yam.
It's like Mr. Potato Head of the Village of the Damned.
So yeah, their gaits very strange, very unsteady. You can see they've got this mixture of like flesh and orange yam flesh, but there's also
Yamini.
large portions of their body where it's just no flesh at all, just revealing bone. As they
Yambies.
all,
Yambies. Oh,
it says so.
Yes.
I think.
Here you go. That's even better.
As they all move towards you.
yeah. I think if nobody's against it, I think I'd like to just, try and shoot something from distance.
Yeah. I'm tempted to also take some pot shots first.
Get a little more distance between the two again. Yeah. they're coming in from a ways. This isn't to scale. So yeah, but yeah, they're closing in on you, you know, unmistakably. We don't need to do initiative because, you know, they're slow and don't seem to be moving too quickly. So who's all doing what?
What's the scale?
I'll say right now they're maybe like a good 100 feet from you.
Oof, okay. It's a bow for me then.
Yep.
Bulrek will merely put himself between his
Sure.
allies and these creatures.
Yeah.
Bring out his maul and wait. Give them cover so they can fire. But ensure that when they come to him and not to the
Sure.
people who are firing at range.
Sure, yeah. So Bullrug, you move up front as a shield. So those of you who are firing, go ahead and take them shots.
All right.
All right.
And why don't you go ahead and just... Well, let me check this. They're... So Bohai, that's a hit. Luath, that's a hit. That's
What can I do for 2
That
stunt
works.
points?
Brawl, that is a hit.
Yep.
You got some stunt points there.
Let's see.
I'll knock mine prone with my 2 stunt
Sure.
points.
Okay.
Nice.
So Bert, let's start with you. Which one of these 5 that are coming towards you are you taking aim at?
Oh, that one right there.
Sure. And you're knocking it prone.
Yep.
I gotta zoom in because these icons are tiny and I have old man.
I did 8 points of damage and then knocked it prone.
And you did 8 points of damage. Okay. Who's next? Jeremy. Luath, which one are you going for?
I'll shoot the one to the right of it.
Okay.
And I did, I think, 15.
15 damage. You take your shots. Where's that? 15. There's an 8. There's a 15. Take your shot. Now these, they're taking these hits and they're kind of rocked back a little bit. You can see bits of like flesh, blood, yam kind of fly out from the impacts. Brawl.
Yeah. I'm gonna do pierce armor, rapid reload, and stay aware. with
Okay.
my stunt points.
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot the one in the back left corner.
Okay. 3 damage.
Yep.
Your shot doesn't seem to really phase it, so it just keeps
No.
coming at you.
Not too.
And then Bart, 16 hits. You got 5 stunt points.
Yep, I was going to use it to do lethal blow, so
Nice.
maybe I can just kill one. So I figure I'll shoot for one that hasn't been injured.
Sure. We'll go right.
And I think I just need to roll 2 more dice
Yeah.
separate.
And then another 8.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, you hit. It doesn't go down, but yeah, you see all this pulpy flesh go flying off of it with that impact. As they,
13 damage is pretty decent.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
As
I did a
they-
thing.
They keep coming. So we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to do some initiative. So go ahead. I got you added. Get that rolled up. I'm going to try and fix our map overlay real quick. Go this way.
It's been a while since I played this. I gotta actually relearn it.
It's been 18 years. Just think, you got to relearn how to play Zweihander tomorrow.
Also true.
Dan and I are going to KC to Adventure Cafe to do a Zweihander demo with Adam. So if you're going to be in the KC, Missouri area, head over to Adventure
Ooh.
Cafe's Facebook and sign up.
In-person gaming.
Yeah, you could witness failure firsthand.
All right, let's do this transition. And there we are, and we are almost in the right order. And now we are in the right order. Very cool. So people on stream can see the Yambi. Luath, you're up first.
Well, I could take the time to reload, or I could just.
Oh, I forgot to roll mine.
You should roll your initiative.
Yeah, I got a good amount of faith. Full rig here, running up, all brave like. Of course, I can't seem to move my token. Bastard.
You are frozen with fear.
Not frozen with fear.
You are not courageous. You are clearly not the Luath we know. You are an
Fine.
imposter.
All right, fine. I'm
Everyone
an
turn
imposter. There we
fire.
go. So if I put myself right there, that'll put me to where I can just barely hit the 3 Yambies on the right with the spread of my blunderbuss.
Okay, cool.
So I'll just kind of come run up, and I'll do that. That seems like a good idea.
I love it. It's a great idea.
Blunderbuss. There we go.
17's a hit. And you get
Okay,
5 stunt point.
I will pierce armor for 1, rapid reload for 1. That leaves me 3 more. I don't think I can lightning attack. There's another one that's not lightning attack that lets you hit somebody next to them.
It's dual strike. It's worth 4.
Oh,
Hey,
that
I'm
one
not sure.
costs
That's the one
4.
I do a lot. That's the melee. It's a melee attack, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. No, in that case, I'll do a setup. So I'll do Mighty Blow, Pierce Armor, and then a setup.
Okay.
We'll just assume the one up front, or which, depending upon which one's left, they'll just get knocked off their feet, or
Okay.
put it into a disadvantaged position.
Sure. Okay. So is that your blunderbuss? It's hitting the 3 in that triangle there, right?
Yeah. So do that, and then I'll roll an extra d6 boo for that damage. But at least it's piercing. Gosh. I almost fumbled damage. I was 1 point under a fumble.
3, we hit apply damage. And it is piercing. And they each take another 1 point. Yeah, so you hit your shrapnel pellets, them all biting hard. They're all still coming for you. They seem really resilient. Brawl.
All right. How close can I get to them in like one move?
Probably right up there around where Luath is.
Yeah, it's about how far away?
A number of feet.
Yeah.
You're asking me like I know numbers.
Can I get within about 8 yards or 24
Sure.
feet?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm gonna move up and I will throw. I'm gonna throw a thunder vial, and oh wait, no, I have to use my move. Okay, and take that back. I'm gonna shoot my bow. Next turn, I'll throw my thunder vial, but this one, I will just shoot my bow. That'll
Wow,
hit.
look at that.
Nice.
6
That's
stunt
a lot
points.
of- Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna shoot one. I'll take a lethal blow on that and a pierce armor. So,
Sure. Which one were you shooting?
same one as before.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, do 17 damage.
Yeah. And half armor.
it's looking rough. You can see bits of this flesh are falling off, and you can see it's got a lot of clean bone underneath that this yam stuff's just falling off as you're doing damage. It's still up though. So initially, Bullrig, you had moved up in a defensive position, but your friends ran ahead, which means they are prime targets for me.
They are indeed. Very brave.
So this one closes in on you, Brawl.
Alrighty.
I don't know him as well. That is fine.
And it's just gonna like lurch forward, mouth wide, like these strange, like potatoey tendrils for teeth, and try and take a bite at you.
Yo.
That is 11. Does that?
That will.
Nope.
Yep, that'll miss.
Okay. And Bohai, you're up.
All right. I haven't moved, so these ones back are still about 100 feet. So I'm going to shoot another arrow, but at this one over here instead this
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
Boom.
15 hits, 3 stunt points.
Right. For 3 stunt points, I will do I'll do lightning attack to get another attack out.
Sure.
Nice.
Okay. So here's the damage on that. Just 5 points. And then I can shoot the same one, can't I? Lightning attack or no?
How does
Does
that
have to
work
be
with
another-
reload? Let me take a look. Combat stunt.
Must have a loaded missile weapon.
Must have a
to make
loaded.
ranged
Okay.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind. Let's do mighty blow instead. Just do another d6 of
Sure.
damage if that's okay.
Yeah.
So the 5 plus another 6. So there you go. 11
Okay.
points.
All right. Once again, you're hitting them hard. All this stuff is just like falling off of them, but they're still coming. Bart.
I hit it right in the eye. Unfortunately, it has 20 of them.
Just a tater. Are you muted, Dan?
I'm muted, bot.
I sure am. Bart just expects you all to know what he's thinking.
We'll get there.
It's
Someday.
Brilliant. I know what you are thinking. It is far too intelligent for our small minds to be able to comprehend.
It really is.
I was going to try and move up a little bit, but not too far, and try and take another shot.
Genius in action.
For some reason, the table is being incredibly slow for me for some reason. So see if I can.
You moved up, and you want me to just click the shoot for you?
Oh, I can, like, everything else is fine. It's just the map for some reason it's being horrendously unresponsive for me.
Very strange. 15 with 4 stunt points. Very nice.
Nice.
There we go. Let me double check what I can do with my stat points.
And which one were you shooting at?
Not one that's in melee with someone.
Okay, probably the one at the point the group that Luath hit then.
Let's see, what can I do? Maybe 2 for pierce armor and 2 for mighty blow. So I can stick another d6 on it.
Sure.
I'll roll another d6 here,
10 damage, pierce armor,
plus 3 more.
plus a... Actually, with that shot, it hits right below the chin, dead center of the neck. And this thing just collapses. You've slain the first of them.
All right, everybody, get to work now.
All right, Captain.
That's that. Bullrig.
Ulrich would like to charge in. Is he close enough? Is it possible? I can get in there and swing
Yeah,
like a
at
crazy
the one next to Brawl, that would definitely be perfect for you, yeah.
And it turns out the setup just gives you a +2. It doesn't have to be against a specific opponent.
Oh, okay.
That was for Brawl, I'm assuming?
Well, I had
Set up.
said for you earlier because you're the one who's supposed to be
Mhm.
rushing up to
Okay.
be the front line.
Yeah.
I see. I have several bonuses with this one. So it's a +2, you said.
Mhm.
Interesting. And I charged, and we are outnumbering them.
You
Just
are?
like +4. Holy
Yeah.
crap! I will probably not do well. That is a 17.
And 2
That's
stunt
decent.
points.
Indeed, I will do mighty blow, of course.
Sure.
Extra 2 damage on this one. I will come as I'm running up. I'll be like, Lueth, bro, you are more courageous than I thought you were. 17 points of damage.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a lot.
Nobody can make a mashed potatoes joke. That is just too easy for us. We are better than that. Lueth, we are better than that.
Swing hard. Flesh rips
that-
off, bone cracks, but it's still up. And it just kind of like lazily turn its head towards you with these like strange orange eyes just staring at you.
I will turn my strange orange eyes at it, and I will stare at it.
Okay. As one of the ones in the back that Luaith hit moves up to you. And
Yes.
it lurches forward and tries to just take a bite out of you.
Please do. I will take a bite out of it,
Only got a 7.
and I will call it crime. That is a miss.
Okay.
Shut up, Lueth. I hear your head shaking in disappointment. After all the crap that I have to sit through during our hunt, I'm allowed to say that, damn it.
As the next one in initiative moves up to you, tries to take another bite. That's a 12 to hit.
I suppose I will let that hit me, just so
Sure.
I can give it some encouragement.
That's fair.
Doing very well, Yam. Excellent.
I am going to do... I'll do Pierce Armor. Like, it just finds a weak spot.
Makes no sense. There are no weak spots in my armor. I do not understand what you are talking about, GM.
9 damage.
That is barely anything. That is like a scratch.
For Bullrig, yeah. With your giant mountain of hit points. As the next one was prone, stands up.
Come on, you can do it. Come to
And it
Bullrig.
closes in, but between standing and moving in on you, it doesn't have enough to get that attack in. Moving us back around to Luaith.
Man, I could hit so many of these guys with another shotgun blast, but the thing is, I'd kind of be shooting my friends too. For me, you did say you were going to take a bite out of crime, and I feel like no, okay, I won't do it.
Not be a coward. Shoot. It is fine. We will be okay.
Nah, it's okay. I'm gonna just dual wield. I'll come over here. I'll make sure we finish this guy off here, and I'll choose the defensive stance option.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like I can hit him.
Were
I
you
see.
going for the one that was in front of Brawl or the other one?
Yeah, he seems to be the one who's already taken the most hits, if I understand correctly.
He's taking some, yeah.
Or there was one who's just barely hanging in. Maybe I misunderstood which one.
Yeah, the one that was in front of you.
Oh, okay, then that's the one. Because I'm a cheap, dirty bastard. I'm gonna go for taking somebody off the field.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of casually bring out the 2 short swords. Just kind of stab him in the face. Like a gentleman.
10 is a hit. You get a single stop point.
I'll pierce, because I can do piercing blow for 1 point.
Nice. That's gonna do it, man. As you just eviscerate this thing, and it
Slightly.
collapses on the ground. Hey there, Ashley. How's it going? As it collapses onto the ground in front of you, just this pile of bone and flesh and yam. But now that you're all up close, Bullrig, Luath, you see as this thing collapses, like just all of the meat on it, whether that's vegetable or animal, just like falls off, just like a good roast. It just the meat disintegrates. Anything else, Luath?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Brawl.
All right, so I got this one in front of me.
You do.
I'm gonna grab the one of my blast vials, give it a good shake to prime it, and I want to stick it in this thing's mouth and then jump backwards.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna do 2 tests. You're gonna have to give me a test for the shoving it into the mouth. And I think that would be an accuracy test. Yeah, that clears it. And then I'm also you're wanting to jump back quickly to keep from getting caught in this.
Dexterity.
Yeah. Yeah, you knock both of them out of the park. So what does this blast vial do?
It does 2d6 to a 2, I believe is it 2 yards? Hang on a second. I got the description. Blast vial. Yep. Shards of glass. It's weird because the grenades are described in the combat section, but the specifics of them are in the equipment section.
Yeah, like bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. Everything within 2 yards of the explosion, friend or foe alike, takes damage from the exploding grenade. How that is going to interact with the fact in its mouth, I leave that decision to you.
I'm going to say the Bullrig and the one directly up from that one are definitely in the blast zone. The other two and Luath are just going to get coated depending on how this goes.
I get a little French fried.
Yeah, you want to give me that damage?
Sure thing. 6.
That's there. All right.
Doesn't that even scratch me?
Yeah, I figured you'd be fine.
I'm far too powerful for your little tricks.
It doesn't seem to really do a lot to the one behind it. The one you shove the blast vial in, you can see it just all the flesh and everything's just peeled off, like the lower half of like underneath the eyes down to the top of its chest, just like all gone. So just bone. But it's still up.
Yeah.
It was eyeballing you, Bullrig, so that one's gonna just take a swipe at you with its hand. That is 14 to hit.
Tits.
And I've got 4 stunt points. I'm just gonna go ahead. I want to do a Mighty Blow and Pierce. That. Okay. 9 damage with Pierce.
Barely a scratch. With the previous scratch, it makes the next. This is very pretty. It will hear in a day or more.
Nice. Bohai. You're seeing that Bullrig is now surrounded by these.
Yeah, he's getting surrounded. I'm going to move enough so that I've got range, and then I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at this one behind Bullrig.
Sure.
Oh yeah. That's going to hurt. Okay, first of all, he gets to make a save versus 15 as a Constitution Stamina test.
I do hit a 15.
Okay, so it only does 1d6 plus my willpower. So here's the damage before. Well, actually, I guess let me pick out what my stunts are.
Yeah.
6 points of spell stunts. So I'm going to do lethal spell. It'll do an additional 2d6 of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, how much did it make it save by?
It matched.
Then I will spend a point to make the spell power up by 1 so it doesn't make it.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Nice.
Very
So that would be
clever.
4d6 worth of damage.
And
Ooh,
plus your
that's
extra
definitely worth it.
from
Plus my will. No, it's 2d6 for the lightning bolt, and then 2 more from
the lethal
the
spell.
stunt, and then 2 for willpower. These are penetrating.
Oh.
So 20 points of penetrating
Holy
damage.
shit.
nice.
Let's see.
That cost a lot of spell points.
This thing's sizzling. You can smell roasted meat and sweet potato fries as it's just standing. It's still up, smoldering.
Oh, wow.
These things are
Great.
tough. Bart.
I'm torn between going up there and just trying to eat it
That sounds fun.
or stab it, but I'll switch my pistol with my shield just to start it,
Okay.
and then I'll go ahead and move up and try and finish this guy off if I can.
The one that Bohan just hit?
Yeah, I assume this one kind of on the back left.
Yeah.
Let's see if I've got my.
A
I'm feeling
9
stabby.
does hit with 3 stunt points.
Oh,
Nice. Let me double check. What is good to do on this? Probably do pierce armor
That would be good. That would,
just to make sure I get some damage through.
yeah.
And then I maybe skirmish. That way, if he survives, I could make myself the attacker because I'm trying to pick up a little weight here.
Okay.
Not that Bullrig needs help. I need help from Bullrig.
That is foolish. It is you who ate me.
There we go. 9 damages.
And that does the job.
nice.
As you skewer this thing, and once again collapses into this jumbled pile of smoldering meat, potato, and bone.
Assume that all we're missing really is just some cheese to put on this and like have a nice
That
appetizer.
would be good.
Or some
yeah.
marshmallow.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that
I'm
would
not
too.
eating- I'm not
Bullrig.
eating these guys. No.
I'm thinking poutine.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm thinking a very nice glass of milk. That would be lovely. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to kill these some more. I will take the minor action guard up since I am clearly the source of attention. Then I will go ahead and turn towards the one that is on the waith, and I will crush it in its head. And its
Isn't that
stupid
one-
orange head. Would you
Yeah.
say?
Oh, is the one on the right dead though?
Oh, it is. I forgot to mark it.
Oh, I was just going by the mark. Okay, I will take then fine. I will not. I'll take it anyway. It'll make it even better.
No matter.
Yeah. So there's
I'll take the one
Yep.
on my left. So I'm doing defense, or guard up. So I will take that penalty, and I will go and roll anyway. It is a 13 to hit,
13 clears. Yeah.
and the damage is 16 points.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay. It's a heavy hit. As the turn then passes to the one directly in front of you, and it just swipes out again with its hands. 11.
Because of my guard up, it does not actually hit me.
Nice.
Get your stupid, greasy, carbohydrate-laden hands off me.
And the one that you just hit then swipes at you. That's only a 9, so that's a no.
It is still not going to hit me. Like the people, I did not want to fight you. You're the ones who walked at us and looked creepy.
Yeah.
Maybe don't look so creepy. Don't know.
I felt threatened from a long way away.
Yeah.
I did not even see them.
All right. Just gonna
Almost
kind of
Like yaminators.
come around here, flank that fella, stab him. Go.
14, 3 stunt points.
Okay. I
Bite in
think I
deep with your
will.
blade.
I'll do Mighty Blow and Pierce Armor.
Nice. When you all roll your mighty blows, if you right click on the damage fist, you can add your extra damage die in there.
Ah, nice. Okay. Very cool. Well, I'll do it that way.
12 damage, and you said that's piercing?
Mm-hmm.
This thing almost just bones at this point between the attacks that Bullrig and you have put on this thing, but it is still brawl.
All right.
Hey, Captain.
I'm gonna go give Luaith a little hand over here. I'll come up next to him and stab it with my short sword.
Sure.
What is its dexterity? Is it less than a 2?
It's got crap dexterity. Let me check. It is 4 less than a 2.
Okay. So then I get my pinpoint attack. I keep forgetting about that.
Nice. 12 damage.
Oh, and I got and I'll do pierce and pierce and skirmish.
Okay. What benefit does the skirmish give you?
Skirmish lets me I get to stab it and then back up just a bit.
Nice. And with that stab, you drop this thing.
Yay!
1
Nice.
remains, and it is now Bohai's turn.
Finish them.
There was more effect with the lightning bolt, so let's do that. Let's do that again.
Nice.
It will go lightning bolt. Boom.
Ooh, 15, 5 points. And it needs to
No
do,
stun points though.
Constitution save.
Yes, against the 15.
Does have a high Constitution, but it does fail that.
Okay, full damage then. Boom.
Wow. Was that your attack again, or is that the damage?
Oops. Oh, sorry. Here.
7
There's the
damage.
damage. 7 points.
Okay. It's sizzling.
But
Penetrating. Yep,
Oh, it's penetrating.
Yeah.
Does not drop it, but you can see it's just a few pieces of this flesh clinging to a skeleton. Yeah,
Time
it's
for-
going to be Bart's turn, but Bohai, real quick, you would immediately see as you just hit this thing as all this flesh falls off. And Bullrig, pretty much everyone will see it. It's got like decorations on its bones, but Bohai specifically, you recognize these look like the USSR military insignia style things.
Okay.
And then yeah, passes to Bart.
It's time for Bart to finish what I guess he started. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I did point at them. Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry. Ignore that one. 17.
17 is a hit.
No stun points though. So 10 damage. Does 10 damage finish the zombie?
10
To the
damage
Yambi?
is going to finish the Yambi as you run up and you just club it in the head with your short sword, and it collapses on the ground. They are all slain. Just piles of bone, cooked meat, and cooked vegetable matter.
Puzzling amount of meat and skeleton and potato.
Perhaps these are from that metal tower. But this
could
is
be.
curious. They seem to be hybrids, and these markings suggest something more than just an average passerby?
These are my comrades, the more military versions.
They were, at least. Perhaps they are
Is it
not now.
normal for them to have this much meat on them?
No, not at all. Not at all. It appears that the yams are taking the place of flesh.
They're
Is that what it looks
overriding
like, Chuck? Like the flesh was actually the yams covering the bone, or did they actually have flesh underneath the yam stuff too?
No, it was a mixture. Like it was a skeleton covered in this way strange amalgamation of flesh and yam meat.
Oh, in that case, these were likely infiltrators. If they're here, befleshed, and then fell afoul of the spuds on top of it.
Perhaps
Even-
these. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
What is it you were going to say?
even the skeletons are vulnerable to the yams. Interesting.
Well, no doubt they're enfleshed, enrobed in the flesh, made them vulnerable.
Do they get back up again? I heard that was a thing you do.
Normally, yes. Good point.
These
Do we
are
need
not.
to like?
I'm just gonna stare at a
I'll
skeleton.
just stand over one of them and say, "Comrade."
No, they're very clearly dead. And
They
looking
also
at
made-
all the bones, they've all got these like military style decorations attached to the bones.
They made no attempt to communicate, even with one of their own as part of our side. I think they have lost their minds in some way. Somehow these yams have managed to control them, or perhaps they are merely using their bodies inanimately.
Maybe they were already dead.
Bohai, would it be disrespectful to like open up one of the skulls and maybe look inside, see if there's
Like some little cockpit
spud or
of
something,
yam
yeah.
piloting it.
No. Their essence is long since gone. I imagine this is nothing but a shell. Just pick up a rock and smash one of the skulls open.
Yeah, I mean it's very much like the rest of the body, just this pulpy meat, and you could tell it's definitely like strange brain matter. But the same thing, it's like half flesh, half yam. Like you can see that it's even like portions of it where it's like half and half. Like it's very strange.
How did the meat get back on the skeleton like this?
well, we've known that they can do some sort of. We've seen them do some sort of hybrids with flesh and yam before, correct? So they're able to kind of. Clearly, they've got something for that. So maybe they're branching out.
Uh,
made
Maybe
a
the
bad
answers to our questions are in this metal tower.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And Raimundo will then pop out of hiding. They were coming from the direction of the thing.
Perhaps
yes,
they were
we
going
noticed.
towards it. No, they were coming from it.
Yeah, if we keep going the way they were coming, we'll get right to it.
Right.
One moment, please. So Bullrig's, we're going to take a breather so you can get some HP
Sure.
back.
Yep.
And he is
I'll need to
basically
reload my
full.
guns too.
Yeah. You'll take a handful of moments to recalibrate, sort yourself.
Is anyone other than Bullrig injured?
I am fine. They barely scratched me. I'm down 1 hit point. So.
Okay.
Ulrich's tough.
After
White's
the breather,
tough.
I am good. I get like 11 hit points back.
Really, we're just flushing the potato juices out of the wound just in case.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Mostly it's just cleaning ourselves of all of the potato goo.
Perhaps burning the remains. A tasty smelling fire.
If that is what you think we should do, then of course we shall do it. Quickly. Kindung, fire.
Do the insignias mean anything to me? Like, is this like a crack unit or something, or is it unusual?
This would definitely be an intelligence-based test.
Sure, and also, yeah, I've been here a long time, so
Yeah.
this might, if it's something new, I may not even know it.
You are from there, so it's going to be a low test, but you'll still need to make it. Just flat intelligence for you. I didn't see any
Recommendo
photos of
unit.
fix.
Sent
Yeah,
to
I-
prison by a military court for a crime they did not commit.
The tab froze up on me. I need to refresh the screen. Sorry.
Why?
Oh wow. Luckily for you, Bohai, all of those are good to pass.
Oh wow, they all came through. Okay.
They all came through. You did good on all of
A
them.
whole lot of them did. They were all.
These are easy to pick up. These are USSR Subterranean Brigade badges.
Tunnel rats.
Yeah. Very specifically, yourself and anyone with knowledge of the inner workings of the USSR kind of military complex portions of it. You've all heard that the underground warfare, skeletons have birthed from there for some time. But specifically, you've heard that they've got these vehicles that run underground, commonly referred to as submarines. And it looks like these would be people who kind of belong to that military wing or branch.
Perhaps that is how they were victims.
Yeah, they probably ran afoul of a root system or something.
Probably got
The
tangled
metal
in the
tower
roots.
might, in fact, be their submarine
No,
taken
an
over by the
interesting
Spud.
Man, what if we could clean it out and it was still working?
possibility.
Mm,
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
it does.
It does.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, clearly.
It is something that we need of that.
So yeah, you all just travel the short distance. Eventually you see it. This very strange pill-like structure. Looks like it just ruptured up out of the ground with this tall center mass, and just picture doesn't do it justice of how just coated in these vines and sweet potato growth, yam
It
growth.
may take a lot of work to get it back to working shape.
Worth it.
Worth it.
So now what?
Well, they're designed to withstand the pressures and the heats of the beneath the ground. So perhaps we just burn everything off.
Not bad.
Perhaps.
Not bad. What if? I mean, granted, it's a big what if. We get into. Could you imagine packing this thing full of explosives and just tunneling right underneath where the yams are?
That might be fun.
Are they automated? Can you pilot these remotely?
You could always just, put a brick down on the accelerator and everybody jumps out.
Well, it's been many
Classic.
years since I've been back in my homeland. At the time, no, but the technology may very well have advanced.
Well,
Well-
there is only one way to find out. Let us burn this, and we shall go inside.
I mean, at the time, the height of the technology was the video crap recorders. Long spool of a turd that you would run through and it would record your thoughts. And I'm sure they've progressed beyond that at this point.
Yes, that is technology that they stole from the orcs and the shithills, clearly. Your espionage knows no bounds. Despicable. We worked many years to uncover that technology.
Well,
only to be stolen.
behind the Iron Curtain, we don't believe in personal property like that. It's all communal. So, yeah.
Well, Reg, this is an entirely unrelated question, but what about
Yes.
tapeworms? Like,
What about them?
How do they figure into the ecology in your homeland?
They are pets.
Oh,
Just the confusion.
okay. No, I just
we
wasn't
get small
sure.
terrariums and we put them inside and we feed them.
Okay.
When it is actually a joy when during a communal shitting when somebody shits out a tapeworm, we are very, very happy.
Oh,
There is a whole naming ceremony as well.
that's interesting.
Yes, and the youngest person amongst the communal shit, or someone who perhaps has a child, is gifted then this tapeworm.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Indeed. We are a fascinating culture. I will
You're very
enjoy
fascinating.
introducing you to it.
Yeah. You should write
One
like
day.
a primer or something for people that don't know.
No, I
No.
will not. No,
Okay.
no, I will
No.
not do that. You must
Okay.
come. It is something you have to see.
The full
to
immersion
experience
is the
it.
best
Yeah.
way to experience the culture.
Yeah.
After
True.
all,
We agree. Yes. There is no
I
possibility
thi-
to
I-
write something that could reproduce the proper smells and scents that you would get. The waif knows. You can see his face.
I hope I get to visit all of your homelands and learn all about all of your customs.
Why? Why do you
'Cause
want
that's
to know so
interesting.
badly?
I like to learn things, new things,
Why?
because I enjoy learning.
Okay. That is fine for now.
I don't know where the hell I'm at.
it's good to keep one's mind open and agile, unless it's heresy, and then you should be burned.
Sure, we'll go with that. So are we there yet?
Yeah, you
I'd
say
like to think perhaps we are having this conversation while we burn the submarine.
Obviously, heresy. Obviously.
Sure. You all spend some time, come up with a plan, and, start burning it. Like Bohai said, the structure of it's holding up fine. You can see the vines and whatnot kind of writhing to try and get away from the fire. But eventually it is cleared off enough that you can very clearly make out the port along the top that you would use to enter this, and it's accessible.
You want me to go first?
Oh, here, let me get that hatch for
Sure.
you. I
Sure.
believe I still remember how to operate one of these. You turn
It's
to the
actually- it's
left
wide
and to the
open.
right, and
Oh,
if it weren't already open, that is.
One moment. There could still be enemies inside.
Mm-hmm.
I shall go in first. Let them
All right.
fight me if they
They're
wish.
very tight corridors, my friend.
What are
I
you
have-
trying to say?
You're very large and intimidating, much too intimidating for those very small, cowardly corridors.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good save.
I will intimidate the corridors into submission, and they will allow me to pass.
be bigger.
Yeah, Volrig, as you drop in first, very tight corridors, but you flex and vocabulate at them intimidatingly, and they widen up a little.
Show yourselves. Give more space, or I shall break you. You can do this on your own accord, or I can do it for you. And I will hold the hammer up and gesture menacingly at the walls.
But definitely one thing you'd see, this entire thing internally, it's still covered with these vines and root structures. And you can see like the actual like yams kind of dangling off, not monstrous yams, like your regular sized yams kind of hanging from roots here and there. Yeah.
Seems burning the inside would be unwise.
There are many in here. They seem to be nesting.
So, Bohai, you would kind of have a vague idea, maybe in school when you were a young skeleton, they did, tours and whatnot like they do nowadays. And you've kind of got a rough idea, if you head towards the back, you're going to be coming across the engine compartments, you're going to be coming across like the kind of like crew mess area. Heading towards the front would be bridge, captain's quarters, an armament room, that kind of thing.
Have we seen any other bodies so far?
So far, no.
That's concerned. I mean, Bohai, what's the usual crew on something like this? Any idea?
About the amount we faced, give or take.
Okay. Just
Definitely.
wondering if there'll be additional surprises.
They don't operate with large crews, but
Should we go to the front?
I would think the engine room
All right.
would be more apt, as it would need to control the vessel, perhaps.
Sure.
Sure.
This way.
You work your way towards the back. It's not a problem. Very careful. You can kind of see the split off of a side compartment for like they don't have bunks or anything. Of course, skeletons don't have a strong need for sleep, but there is, relaxing areas in these vessels. You kind of pass by the hatch going into that, but continuing back, you would definitely reach the large in comparison to the corridors that you've come across, and you can see the large engines in there, but everything is just clogged with these vines. You can see the mechanical equipment has been bent, contorted, pushed out of the way, and kind of where the shafts would feed out the back of this thing that kind of drive it forward. You can just see all of these thick vines just growing through it. Yeah. It looks mechanically in really terrible shape.
Friend Brawl, any chance you have an herbicide?
I can take a look, I guess.
What are you checking for?
Just checking to see if structurally it's intact enough, that if we could get it, vines cleared, if it would still drive, basically.
Yeah, intelligence test for that. You're not sure, man. This thing is in terrible shape, and until you get these vines actually cleared out, which will be quite an undertaking.
Well, I got a short sword. I'll start hacking away at some vines, I guess.
Yeah, as you start cutting into vines, they definitely, like before with the fire, they start trying to move away. And from the front of the ship somewhere, you hear this strange, billowing scream as you start cutting into the vines.
They do not love it.
Fortunate.
The screams continue, but you spend, how long do you spend? I mean, you could probably spend hours down here trying to cut everything out.
Perhaps it would be faster to go to the front and kill whatever it is that screams.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I will admit, though, I have a curiosity. Some of that stuff I seen you, those little tinctures you put together, Brawl.
Yeah.
You would put something together that kills plants, like a plant poison sort of thing.
Oh, it's a little bit beyond my skill. I'm learning about it, though.
Cool.
Right now, I just know how to make things go boom. I was inspired by your boomsticks, so.
No, that's great. That's great.
Goblins, surprisingly knowledgeable about alchemy.
Yeah. Okay, what do you want to do? Head towards the front?
What Moses commanded us to do and go slay this thing that is screaming.
That makes sense. You hear something terrifying, you go straight towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
Silence it.
As you're...
How else to make it stop screaming but smash it in the face?
Yeah.
It's what's worked for us so far.
As you move towards the front, you eventually kind of see these side paths listing as this one goes up to the bridge. There's an officer's prep room. And there is the armaments. As you're kind of moving closer, it sounds like maybe you hack a few vines in here. Whatever it is coming from down below where the armaments are at.
I'm curious about the armaments anyway, so...
Yeah, agreed.
We'll check it out.
Okay, you move on down. Looking around, this room is thick, jungle thick with these vines. To the point that you can't really even make out the walls of the room or anything. Why don't you all give me a perception test?
Sight?
Yeah.
Y'all are so visually biased.
It's true.
There are other senses. There are four more, in fact. They're just as important.
So
Believe you.
it looks like everyone but Bullrig passes. As you see that this thick, viney starts to kind of form together in your presence into this very large creature walking on two disjointed skeletal legs as it lets out this huge bellow and starts charging in. Oh, snap. Eddie Frankenstein, welcome to the place where we're doing the thing.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that thing.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
That's fair. Charges in. I guess let me. Oh, snap. Captain. What is that? 100 bits. Make it a double. That's a banked double. So, how we're going to treat that is like a banked reroll. Someone rolls, they want to use to make it so their stunt die pops off. We can do that.
Nice.
How long's it been since our last encounter? Has it been an hour?
Sure. It's been, a walk, exploration.
Okay. Get some
All right.
PowerPoints back then.
Yeah. The initiative track is ready. Yeah, as this thing starts lumbering towards you. Eddie Frankenstein, there's something going on with Twitch. My output's holding good, but it crashed on us early for a little bit. So we're missing Bart.
Oh, sorry, I was. Bart. Changed to nothing. Still at the bottom.
Bohai, this thing's lumbering towards all of you.
Lightning bolt!
Okay.
Let's start with the good stuff. All right. Boom.
17's a good hit, yeah.
Okay, so it needs to make a save against the 15.
Con save, I only get a 12.
Okay, so it gets full damage then. I didn't get any stunt points, unfortunately. This is penetrating. Crappy roll. Wait, did it? No, it didn't roll the damage. Okay, hold on. Let me try that again. Full damage. Yeah, crappy damage. 6 points of damage. No, actually 4 points of damage. That includes my willpower already. 4 measly points of damage.
Okay.
Penetrating.
Well,
that was a lot of power points for a lot of nothing.
Yeah, your blast didn't seem to do a whole lot. Bullrig. Well, thanks for making it over, Eddie Frankenstein from YouTube. But yeah, Bullrig, you're up.
It was lumbering towards us, so I will charge towards it, as per usual. And I will swing at it, and I will say, "You are a very big bush. You should trim yourself." And I will swing. This one from charge. It is a 15.
Yeah.
18 points of damage.
That is some impressive damage.
I'm sorry, I used them all. I cannot help you with your vegetation problem, but I can smash you instead.
Then it's this thing. Bullrig, this thing is right up on you. So it swings hard. I meant to click the other one, but the numbers stay the same. 10. I don't know if that hits you or not.
Is that me?
Yeah, you, Bullrig.
I'm sorry. That is a fail.
Yeah.
You are a failure. You were not successful.
This thing is
Pathetic creature.
very big, seems to be tough, but slow.
Doesn't this creature know that these corridors are very small and it is difficult for those of us of large persuasions to move about it?
Yeah. It must not. Luath.
Well, fortunately, since it's very large, I'm just going to shoot it.
Okay.
I feel good about this.
As you
16,
should.
yeah, that clears.
Okay.
15 damage. Wow.
And that's it. I'm gonna hang back. Bravely.
Bravely, boldly.
Brawl.
I'm gonna go stab it with the short sword, or
Sure.
hack away at it with short sword, I should say. And...
13's hit.
All right, next 10 points. Is its dexterity less than a 2?
Its dexterity is a 2.
So that's really good. If it's greater, so it is not, so I don't get that. Good to know.
7 damage. Still up. Bart.
I'm trying to remember. Is there like a flanking bonus?
Yeah, if you outnumber it, I think it's a +2. Is that correct?
It is +1 if you are outnumbered 2 to 1. It is +2 if you outnumber 3 to 1.
Nice. For some reason, the thing is still running abysmally slow, so I don't know if I can get around behind it or something like that to help encourage some flanking, but I will do so if possible and make with the stabbing.
Okay. You need me to click the button for you then?
I can roll. It's just like everybody's dice are being left on my screen and I can't
Wow.
move tokens,
Okay.
and
Yeah, that's not
I just
fun.
have to keep reloading it every 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Very weird.
Yeah, swing your swing.
I done swung my swung.
Foundry.
12 does hit.
Good. Let's see. Find my cheat sheet again because I keep having to navigate off of it.
So I just noticed that the tabletop reset itself to maximum frame rate. So
I
you
can
might
do it.
check your frame
I've
rate.
I've pulled that all down. I've set to low performance and unchecked most of the boxes. And right now I'm just watching tons and tons of dice roll.
Mhm.
I should go look at
It's
something
very-
interesting.
Yeah. I was going to do a defensive stance,
Sure.
and for fun, let's go ahead and do skirmish.
Sure. Yeah, you square up, slide back. Did you give me your damage on that, though? There it is. 8 damage. You guys are chewing through this thing.
So I'll get +2 defense until my next turn, and he should be focused on me.
Yeah, as you're all kind of chopping, it's still up. Vines are flying off. More of the skeletons being revealed. But it's like, it's not together like the other ones. Like, it's kind of broken up and spread throughout its mass. But kind of buried deep, you can see its like face in there. It's going to pass to Bohai's turn, but you can hear it start kind of like muttering and growling. It almost sounds like speech. Bohai.
Can I try and make out what the speech is?
Yeah, intelligence test.
Do not be corrupted by their yammy words.
Oh, geez. Can't tell. His mouth's full of mush.
Hey,
Potato
11.
mush.
11's not terrible.
Okay.
Golden child. Is it
A fan of the Eddie
Golden
Murphy?
Child? Does that mean something to anyone? Anyone? Golden Child?
I heard it is a lesser of two similar themed movies from the 1980s. Big Trouble in Little China was far superior.
you do anything
How
else,
Golden
Bohai?
Child was the one that I saw, though.
What's that?
Anything else, Bert?
If I can do something else, sure.
Sure.
I'll do Arcane Blast. Boom.
9 is not a
Yeah.
connect. Bullrig.
I was listening too hard.
Yeah, you were a little distracted.
Bullrig. Yeah, does Bullrig hear these words as well?
You hear it making it out, and definitely it didn't make sense to you, but Bohai kind of paused to try and make the words out, and Bohai did repeat it, so you did. Yeah.
Golden child. Golden. I'm sorry, it does not ring a bell. Perhaps I should hit you harder, and that will make it more easy to understand. I will aim, and we are outnumbering it.
Yeah.
So I will swing. So let us see.
Yeah.
That will be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
I have not gotten stun points, but 18 points of damage nonetheless.
As your hammer collides hard, this thing just collapses. Falls apart. All the vines in the area kind of start withering. And as they do so, you can get a better look around this room. And you can see that there were like 4 essentially like think torpedo tubes. 3 of them are empty, and the 4th one has something in it with looks like there's cracks in it with some vines growing out of it.
Perhaps it is the golden child.
Bullrig will reach inside and see if he can pull it out.
Yeah, give me a constitution test. The difficulty here is going to be we're gonna say you need to get me at least a 14 here.
Okay, Constitution, you said?
Yeah,
I got a 9. That is not the same as 14.
it is not. As you reach in, you feel hard. Whatever's in there, it's hot to the touch. And as you kind of pull your hand out, not feeling any kind of child, you can see these little sprouts of plants are starting to kind of like grow out of your hand. Small, tiny. I mean, you could easily just pluck them out.
I will do that. Curious. And I will throw them in the direction of Brawl
Why?
because he was standing there.
Yeah, that's fair. That doesn't look good, man.
Yeah, if adverse, it will heal, I am sure. I am not concerned. I am Bullrig, son of Bullrig.
Yes,
This is
you are.
not the type of thing that would harm me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is there any like tools or something nearby that we could maybe use to kind of like
it looks
use
like
to
there's
pry it out or something?
yeah, it looks
or-
like there's some like loading tools. Probably whatever they use to like handle these things to put them in the tubes.
Bohai, what kind of armaments were? Do you know what kind of weapons were carried on this thing for something like this?
This would be an intelligence test, Bohai.
I could just make something up.
I've got an answer. Oh, 14's good. You've heard rumors. When these things were first created, they were mainly used for moving supplies undetected, spying, getting sleeper agents in and out of locations. But
I myself was shot out of one of these torpedo tubes.
yeah, but since then you heard that they were developing new weaponry with the escalation of the Cold War. Special kinds of bombs that would not necessarily do a lot of destruction. They would cover a very large area, but they would skeletonize anyone who was caught in the blast.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
That does sound terrifying. And so, Ulrich, you reached your hand in there. What did you feel? Anything?
Felt like heat. It was very hot, like putting a hand on a pot that is over top of a fireplace. And from it, my hand grew tiny little flowers, which I threw at you. So you are aware of that already.
I am.
I am not aware that this is how plants grow, but I
So,
leave
like-
that to the
Who
more
can tell with the
intelligent people
yams?
in the party.
It's like probably a fair guess if these things move sleeper agents, they got flesh on them. This thing has the plants, eats the flesh, loosens up the flesh so it falls off. So probably you drop this on the living people, the yams eat the flesh, make them turn into skeletons. These guys were just a bunch of poor saps that were sleeper agents that happen to have flesh that the potato stuff could mess with.
Yeah. Seems like they're using
yes.
whatever's in there. And maybe it's just another skeleton. Maybe it's another sleeper agent. I don't know.
I'll go ahead and try to start like unloading it or whatever.
Sure. Do
Uh,
you want a hand?
I'll watch you from over there.
Careful, Bart. I don't mean to question you, but when I touched it, it was quite hot and it made my hand.
Oh,
go
I don't
pulse.
plan to touch it. It's like
Yeah.
a thing.
He found some like tools to unload it. You'll have to give me a strength
Oh.
test. It's very heavy.
Oh.
But Brawl is helping you. So
Right.
I'll reduce the difficulty a little bit.
Art is Robo-Dan is here tonight.
Sadly, that's
Rubber
not
dam.
enough.
It is not enough.
With Brawl's
aside.
assistance, these things are incredibly heavy. Now the thing is, they kind of wedge it, you move it, and it actually slips backwards out of the tube. It looks like it's like 3 feet long, and it just clunk cracks onto the ground, and you can see this fissure in the side of it opens up some, and there's just this wave of heat. Everyone go and give me a constitution test.
Oh, no.
If somebody has stamina to help them, well, no, stamina is probably not for resistance.
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait.
Nope, I'm out.
Me too.
So let's see. Bullrig. Bohai. And Brawl. You all don't clear this. As this thing releases this wave of energy. Who did I say? I said Bohai. Let's see. Bullrig. Bohai and Brawl. Bullrig, more of these little stream or plants, just the side of you that was facing this, more of these little sprouts start coming up all over you.
Like this, I will scrape it off.
Easy
I
to
am
do.
a body of perfection. I do not need this on me.
Bohai, it is far more pronounced on you as bits of flesh and yams start kind of growing ever so lightly on your bones. You can easily just pull it off.
This is the tool of mass yamification.
Brawl, you're completely unaffected.
Oh. Okay.
Wait a second.
Hmm.
Why is he unaffected?
No
Skin,
skin.
He's a
Yes.
lizard dude.
Brawl.
I'm
is
not from around
unaffected.
here.
Perhaps.
How convenient for you that this has no effect.
You're telling me.
And also, kind of as it goes off, you can see all the other vines in the area that kind of like started to wither. They kind of like get a little brighter and perk up just a little bit, just for a moment, and then they all kind of go back to kind of collapsing again.
Only we knew how to dispose of such a thing.
Well, I can think of it. I have an idea. I don't know that it's a good idea.
Go ahead.
Well, I've got some vials left, and Luaith, how much powder do you have? Maybe if we packed it in there and set it off, ran like hell. I don't know. I don't know if it'd make things worse or if it would fix it.
I mean, my worry is like you do something like that, maybe it goes spouting out of some of the open holes of the ship and we get it into
Right.
the atmosphere. Like, I don't know.
Oh, snap. Eddie Frankenstein,
Bohai
thank
is
you for
gonna
that
be-
sub. That's fantastic.
frantically cleaning the stuff off himself.
Yeah. No, thank you.
So,
Perhaps it is not the submarine of their dreams.
We'll pull Lueth aside for a moment to try to get a word with him away from everyone.
sure.
I do not mean to cast aspersions, but we do not know Brawl very well at all. And he seems not to understand. He seems to understand. I have theories on how to use this, and yet strangely he was unaffected. When
I mean, I'm okay too.
Yes, perhaps.
But I was trying to run away before it even happened.
Exactly. You put distance between it. He was right next to it and was unaffected. And
But
now
he's-
he has theories on what to do with it.
But he also has like scales and stuff. So maybe like, skin is all soft and easy to like make purchase
My
in. Maybe
skin is not soft. How dare you?
I mean, yeah, you got thick skin, you got leather, but you don't have scale. It's a different material.
But I wear mail right off the top of myself.
Yeah.
But yet somehow it still affected me.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I think we need to keep a very close eye on him. We trusted him far too quickly for someone we know nothing about who comes from a land that is not from here. Learning our ways.
Yeah.
For what reason? For
Yeah, that son of
invasion,
a bitch.
perhaps?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to watch him. Yeah.
With both eyes. As often as you can.
I'll sleep with one eye open.
Holding your pillow tight.
That's right.
I thought Adam was here for a second.
If he was, I would crush him with my maul. And it would make Bulwark feel better.
So now what?
I think it's probably time to leave.
I mean, I would say, like, if they was supposed to be, like, if we go the opposite direction, there's like an offices.
Yeah, the
Area.
bridge.
There's
Probably.
some more places to
That's
look
good
at.
idea. Yeah, maybe there's.
We might get some information from there.
Yeah.
And if we can
Well-
close the door between there and this spot, it might not be a bad idea.
Sure. Yeah, you all take your exit. Kind of as you all kind of step out of this room, you do notice that there's a temperature difference. Like it was a lot warmer in the room and you didn't really realize it, but after stepping back into this hallway, doesn't feel anywhere near as warm. Except for you, Brawl.
Yeah.
You don't
Still
notice
feels
any
warm, huh?
temperature difference.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So, moving on up, you find the bridge. All the controls, different navigation things, a large map on the room. Looks like there's some notes on a couple of the consoles. And then off to the side is a door with the labeling in the USSR written language officer's prep room.
Might be something useful in there.
As you're kind of looking around, at least in the bridge, you can see several of the stations have people setting at them. A strange amalgamation of these fleshy, yammy kind of yambies, but they've got these heavy vines kind of piercing through them. You can see them move a little bit, but these vines have kind of like bound them, tied them down.
Perhaps we just, go stab them.
They're defenseless, so if that's what you want to
Yeah.
do.
It's
They're yams, you said?
The yambies, the
types.
yam zombie things.
so maybe the
Do the vines that are going into them, are they coming from the way we came from, or are they coming from some other direction?
It looks like they're kind of tracing it. Looks like they're coming from the back of the ship.
I got a question for y'all because you seem to have more experience with yams than me. Are these vines that are stabbing these? Are those yam vines or are they a different kind of vine?
Yam vines.
Okay. Huh.
What's the questions? This one.
I want to try
So
and
curious.
talk to the subterraneers and see if they
Yeah,
can
what do you
still
say?
speak. I'll speak in our native tongue.
Yeah.
Can you speak for yourselves?
In a
Are you?
strange groaning noise, they reply back in, the skeletal tongue. Golden child.
It's still this golden child thing.
Ask them where it is. Perhaps
Where
we
is
should
it?
retrieve it.
What is it?
And it's just golden child. They don't really give any kind of intelligent response outside of that.
I know of no golden child.
It could be a thing they're looking for.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, a question popped into my mind. Did that thing that fell out of the torpedo tube probably weighs over 500 pounds?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dense, heavy.
That squashes that idea.
Yeah.
That's good.
Looks like a very large bullet.
Okay.
Pounds. Ulrich could carry that easily. With one hand.
If it was,
Easily.
put it in the bag of
Easily.
holding and not worry about it.
Nah, I hear you got to have a wheelbarrow to transport something like that.
That's blasphemy.
There's
The wheelbarrow of transporting.
Speak of myth and legend. There is no such thing.
I don't know. My grandfather said he saw once.
Your grandfather. He fibs. He tells tales to a child to entertain them, and you are
It's
too
true.
silly to believe it.
He was a drunk and a liar. It's true, but his stories were a lot of fun.
But yeah, looking around, like I said, some few stations, a few notes, large map on the wall, and then the door to the officer's prep room.
Anything of note on the map, like like destinations or?
Yeah, if you all go, it's very easy to tell what it is. It is a map of the rift, and you can see there's like travel plans on it. Looks like different stops they were maybe taking. And it looks like they're kind of moving in a pattern up and down the rift, back and forth, just patrolling the entire area.
Doing a grid search pattern.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Is
This
it-
could be like
is it
super
removable?
handy.
Perhaps by correlating their paths, we could figure out where the yam infection came from.
Did the routes seem to pass near or by or under the Temple of Russet?
Wait, there should be a logbook here somewhere. Look around for like the logbook.
Yeah, you see a few notes on a station, but it's just measurements, depth readings, things like that. Maybe it'd be in the officer's prep quarter. Now, Bullreg, you're asking I want to jump us back to the Rift map.
The Temple of Russet is what? Russet? One of those two?
Yeah, so it's actually, it was, it looks like with where it's at, it was coming north, and it would have passed very close to the temple. And it was just taking a small loop through the hills. Then it was going to go a little further east and then cut back south again. And it actually looks like while it was heading south, lining up, it would have been really close to the kitchen stadium, just a little bit east of the temple. But yeah.
Curious. We have heard that. Have we not heard that something is amassing at Temple of Russell? Weren't we offered a task there that we declined?
truly dangerous place.
That was at the the place that wasn't the place.
But perhaps it was a trick to get us to go to the Temple of Russell.
Yeah, no, that's true.
This golden child is some icon of their religion or culture, whatever they are. What better place to have it than the temple?
So
Good.
it
Makes sense.
was Count Von Tu, specifically what you're referencing.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the information that it gave you is that if you're looking for clues on your yamming, you might head there, as it's rumored that potato fields run wild there.
Perhaps your countrymen, Bohai, came in contact with them during their time by the temple, and they were overtaken, and that is what we see now.
Yes, and they are looking for something in particular. They have not found it yet. Looking at the grid pattern, like make a rough estimate as to how long, or if the logs tell like any kind of time that they've been searching.
So on the map itself, it doesn't really have any time dates. You would definitely need to find that log that you're looking for. And once again, you might want to look in the officers' quarters.
Officers'
Yeah,
quarters.
yeah.
Yes. Let us check there.
Yeah. And moving in there, you can see once again covered in these vines, but there's a handful of desks here and there, and there's a logbook there. All in the skeletal writing. And it does kind of start to put together that picture. Coming north, passing by the Temple of Russell area, they were attacked underground. They fended it off. But the mechanics were complaining that the vegetation had started clogging the engine and the propeller shafts. Looking kind of in the future on their southern pass back down, they were going to swing by the Whistling Cave in the Melanair Hills, and refuel and resupply at their outpost there.
Okay.
Also, give me an intelligence test here.
Everyone? Just me.
Just you reading this book.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, you did great. Looking through it, you find kind of like a manifest, inventory. 4 defleshing warheads, and along with basic supplies they need, and also they say locked in the safe in the officers' quarters are 3 refleshing kits.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, just read this out to everyone so they know what's going on.
Most intriguing.
Is it like a tumbler type safe? Is that
Yeah.
here in the officer's quarters? Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to pick this open? Asking everyone.
Might as well.
Give it a shot.
Perhaps, if he desired, Bohai could return to the flesh.
Look over his shoulder the waist, just in case he tries to steal something.
Oh,
from
hold on,
without us
hold on,
seeing.
just a second. They have a very safety conscious mindset. It might actually burn the contents if you get it wrong. Just real quick, I'm just going to look and see if he wrote the number on something just around the desk. Just turn over the notepad, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you did good on your intelligence. You're not finding any, that sticky note under the keyboard. But as you're kind of distracted looking, Brawl, you go over. It's not a very complicated lock. You really knock it out of the park. You throw it open.
Mom taught me about these back in the day.
3 black, it looks like suitcases, along with a small chest. Sounds like it's full of coins.
Very nice.
A chain.
So it doesn't sound like they came with this plantification weapon themselves either, though.
No, but it could be that they just taken the yams as something to modify it.
And also, Bohai, looking through the logs, I forgot to give this to you. It looks like they've maybe been here for like a good 3 weeks. At least from the dates.
Okay.
Suppose there's anything in any of that documentation about how to disarm one of the defleshing warheads.
There, I mean, if Bohai looks, there's not. This is very much,
I figured.
yeah.
Most puzzling.
Now what? Bohai, are you going to reflesh?
Not immediately.
Okay.
But I will take one of those.
Sure.
Well, you might as well take them all.
Yes.
Put them in the purse.
Yes. The purse of holding.
It's going to open up.
You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Where did it go? There it is. One. Bohai, I've thrown 3 refleshing kits into your inventory. We can say you shove them in the bag of holding.
Nice.
Grab
So-
the chest of coins.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
There was a chest of coins.
I want to take the logbook with me too, just
Sure.
in case.
Not a
Great
problem.
idea.
That's a
Can
good
we grab
idea.
that map? Is it removable?
Yeah.
So the map is etched into the wall,
Okay.
and it looks like they've got like wax kind of markers they were using to line everything up.
I've got some some parchment stuff. Can I at least try to copy in miniature somewhat?
Yeah, just an intelligence test here.
Like
go.
cartography come into play?
Bullreg is whispering to Louis. You see, he is mocking it.
Yeah,
He
you
is
do.
very curious.
Oh yeah, you got cartography. Yeah, you
Yeah.
you rip a copy of it.
All right.
I'm just looking.
Always paying attention, isn't he? It's crazy.
Why don't each of you roll me a d20?
Cool.
One. It's a small chest, not a lot of coins. Add those 5. Let's see, 4. Bart, Bullreg, Bohai. Someone rolled his party location. So, Luaith, did you roll?
Were we rolling again? The D20?
D20.
Okay. Sorry, that was just 2 of them.
No, it's everyone.
My bad.
And then we have to do math.
Yeah, someone add all those numbers together. That's how much gold was in that chest.
Ooh.
Gold. That's good.
Nice. I will math with the computer.
Math, math, math.
61.
Nice. So, I don't care how y'all split it, but yeah, that's how much you find. Anything else you want to do here?
We can just say everybody gets 12.
Yeah,
You take the extra as our leader.
that's good.
There you go.
Go.
So, you do your investigation. You head out from the submarine. What are our next steps?
Bohai, do you want to go check on that camp they last stopped at?
I do.
See if they're okay?
I have a feeling they've been overrun. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
that,
need to take
uh,
care of that.
The whispering
as I-
or the whistling cave.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I wish that we could take this fine vessel with us, I don't think it would be safe.
In fact, I'm all for like closing any doors that we can close on the way out.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. That does put us at time. Anyone got anything else?
I was going to say, should we now set it on fire now that we have done our investigation? And we're not worried
Perhaps.
about harming
Yeah.
anything on the inside?
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's plenty of grease and crude oil for fuel. You can very easily set up a blaze that will thoroughly ruin this submarine. So that's not a problem. Yeah, and you do so.
Later, taters.
Certainly.
Bart doesn't look at the fire. He just Bart. I'm Bullreg. Sorry, I got confused. as to who I
Bart
was.
doesn't look at it either,
I
though.
am very
Yeah.
confused. Bart and Bullreg are walking away because we are cool and we do not look at fires and explosions and things.
I think it's fascinating.
I wanted to do the later taters thing, so I looked back, but now I wish I hadn't looked back. And okay, next time,
Someday, you'll be as cool as us.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's where we'll wrap it for tonight. You have information. We'll be back on Wednesday, traveling towards the Melanir Hills to investigate the outpost of the Whistling Cave. Yeah, let's do our closing plugs, and then we'll make like a tree. Get out of here. We're gonna do a reverse order. Throw Bert.
Hey,
Bert, what do you got
on twitch.tv/Steam Steel and Murder this Friday, we've got a BX Dungeons and Dragons game going on. Saturday is Cyberpunk Red as a sitcom, a dark sitcom, but a sitcom. Yeah, and this Sunday, I think Shadowrun maybe. Yeah, going on. Check out the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. 13 years of audio games on there, and all of our links to all of our social places.
Very cool. Oh, I got some people in the wrong order. I didn't realize that. John, what do you got?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Savage Race won't be for a few weeks yet. So
Okay. Let's see, Bert needs to go there. You two need to go there. There we go. Jeremy.
Yeah, you can check out Aaron Reese on Patreon for some comics, some art, some 5e assets. It's good stuff.
Very good. Jeff, what you got happening?
Yeah, twitch.tv/lollygaggers on Friday. We are back to Hunter the Reckoning, the new version, continuing our campaign there, our chronicle, I should say. Saturday, we're doing One Ring 2nd Edition. Let's see, and then Monday night we are back to Holler. You can see most everyone here except for John, unfortunately. But everyone else will be in that Holler game. And also Saturday night, Grim and Perilous Plays. Sadly, I will be GMing once more Heart for very rude people who I don't much care for. Including the people that you see on the screen.
Oh my gosh, I'm wounded. Wounded, I say. Let's see. Yeah, Defenders of Cobalt. We'll be back Friday night. Dan, John, and I playing some Dungeon Crawl classics. After they ruined all my plans and got thrown back in time. But it's fine. We'll recover. Like Jeff said, Grim and Perilous Plays Saturday night. He says he's angry about it. He loves running Heart for us.
Hate it. I just can't wait till
I was thinking about it real quick on the Friday game. I feel like it's a very fitting thing because that was a tournament module that started this campaign, and it was also based on consistent failure to do the right things.
Yeah, it was.
So we're like thematically still doing the right wrong things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then next Wednesday, we'll be back for some more of this. Next Thursday, we'll be doing some Watercolors and Warriors. We're doing Tales from the Loop, our campaign through the hedgerows. Yeah, that's what we got. Oh, big thing. Head over to Drive-Thru RPG. Pick up a copy of The Kids Aren't All Right. It's an adventure I wrote for Zweihander RPG. Print on demand is in the works. We're waiting for the proof to show up. But yeah, you can buy you a copy. And also, if you're in the Kansas City, Missouri area tomorrow, you can hit up Adventure Cafe on Facebook and sign up to play in the Zweihander demo. Adam and I will be there giving the demo. Dan's going to be hanging out with us. So yeah, go do that if you're going to be in that area. So I don't fucking know. I ain't got anything else. I'm kind of tired. It's been a long week.
You've been yammed.
I've been yammed.
Check it.
Yeah.
Check it's only Wednesday.
That's the sad thing. Is it's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
God.
You're not helping, Jeff. You're not helping.
Oh, sorry. That's fair.
Yeah. All right.
Reminding me of the harsh reality.
I guess until we see you next time, go fight a sweet potato because they deserve it. Deuces.
Yes.
You have eyes everywhere.
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 Don't trust lizards.